Namaste, welcome to greetarot. So how are you? I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're having a good day today. So if you're new here, if you like my content, please support my channel. And if you have already supported me, thank you so very much. So in the description box, I have my Instagram page link as well as the decks I'm using today will also be listed, the links, okay? So the topic for today is what your spirit guides wants you to see right now. So that is the topic, and I have kept 3 groups for you guys to choose from, 3 cards, or you can go with the crystals, okay? So for group number 1, the crystal is black tourmaline with Bhavatarani with number 44. For group number 2, it's lapis lazuli with Ghuya Kali with number 28. And for group number 3, it's amethyst with Gauri Devi with number 43. So close your eyes, relax, connect with your intuition, and choose a kalima that calls to you intuitively, okay? So 1, 2, 3, take your time, pause the video. And these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind, guys. And these are timeless readings as well. And in the description box, the timestamps will be there. So I'm gonna go with group number 1. Group number 1, if you have chosen the black tourmaline crystal with number 44 Bhavatarani, let's see what your spirit guides wants you to see right now, okay, that you're not seeing. So again, you are being protected, guys. Whatever situation you're right now, even though you feel that you're not protected, you are safe and you're very much protected. So for some of you, I see there has been a rejection. For some of you, it can be a tower moment. Something is falling apart in your life. But here, your spirit guides are telling you that it is a form of protection. This needs to go to have the life you want. Sometimes in life, when this tower moment happens, when things are falling apart, we cannot see the positivity in it, right? Because we are like, oh my God, everything that I built is falling apart. Why this is happening? But sometimes we don't realize on what grounds we have built that tower, okay? So some of you, it can be about a relationship that is falling apart and you don't know. You're trying to hold that relationship together, and no matter what you do, it's not coming together. And here, Bhavatarani is here to tell you that you need to just let it go. Whatever that you're trying to hold, like it's the glass that has broken, right? And you're trying to attach it with glue. It's not going to work right now. It will only give you pain, and it is going to break again. Even though you attach it with glue, it's going to give you pain only right now. So there has been a redirection for you guys right now. I feel like there is a redirection that you're not seeing right now. So for some of you, you are going through a lot of karmic release, and that is a blessing for you guys. So for some of you, this is a release from your karmic patterns, the cycles that have been happening round and round and round. You are actually ending this karmic pattern. So that's what you're not seeing here. So again, this can be end of a situation. You're like, why this is happening right now? I was trying, because there was something playing. Same things were happening, and when you were so used to it, you never even thought that how it is affecting your self-esteem or whatever it is. Sometimes we are so, it's like that, because of the fear of what others will say, because of our own pride, whatever it is. Sometimes we try to live in discomfort. We try to hold, like we try to build the discomfort. Even though it's not making us happy, we're just ready to live that life. We're so afraid of letting go of that thing that is actually giving us pain and suffering. And here right now, it's falling apart. Here, your spirit guides want you to know that, want you to see that this is actually a form of protection here. It's not a form of curse, nothing like that. It's a form of protection. It's actually a spiritual blessing, because you are letting go of the pattern. This thing that is fading away in your life, there is something dispersing in your life. Something is becoming less and less and less that you wanted. You tried to hold on to it, but it's not happening, because it's enough is enough. Like your It's like the storm is out of nowhere and you're like, why the storm is? But you have been living in the storm daily without realizing. But now it's taking that, it's like the tower moment, everything that you built is falling apart. So yeah, sometimes it's like the blessing of a divine disruption. This divine disruption that is happening is actually a blessing. This tower moment that you're facing right now is a blessing. You will see it later. Right now you cannot. That's what you're not seeing. That how protected you are. How this tower moment is actually going to serve you the best things that you want. Because you're not seeing yourself in that, right? Sometimes it's because of our limited beliefs. We feel like, oh, if this relationship fall apart, then my life is over. We make up so much scenarios in our head. We don't see that how much it will be freeing to be free from the situation, how much we will grow, evolve when we are out of this situation. Because the situation that you were in, you were only going through the same learning lessons. You have learned it enough. Now you don't have to do it again. So it's like, I feel like your spirit guides are telling you, now it's stopping. That pattern is ending. So let go of the attachment right now. Believe in your spirit guides, because this is for your own good. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. Look, we have alchemical wedding here. And this is actually a good card. Here I feel like your spirit guides are telling you to enjoy this disruption, to celebrate this disruption, because this is the best thing that is going to happen to you guys. This thing that is falling apart in your life, this is the best thing for you guys. So enjoy it, celebrate it. And I'm getting that many of you cannot, but that's your message from your spirit team. You're not seeing how much blessing this disruption has in your life. Or maybe this is what you're not seeing, that right now you're not able to enjoy this. Right now this phase is really tough for you guys. But later, this exact thing that fall apart, you will look at it and you will be like, this is such a blessing. The job that I lost was such a blessing because I got a job that values my skills. You will see it. Or maybe if my marriage is falling apart, sometimes we try to hold to that thing because we don't see whether, we don't see that how much we are capable, because the people around us are not telling us, and we are just seeking the validation of other people, and we find ourselves lost, right? And here, even though something happens and you cannot, you have been holding the pieces of this thing, this situation, but right now it's not. It's gone. Like I'm getting an analogy. I have talked about it like a boat is there, right? A person has a boat, and there was small holes, and these holes universe gave is because universe is telling you to get out of the boat, because another boat is waiting for you. And you're like, no, there is no boat waiting for me, because it's our limited mindset, right? This is my boat. I should be there only. No boat is waiting for me. We make it in our own head. And then we try to repair the boat. So we are repairing the holes. So what, what our spirit guides or universe does, give bigger holes, right? And then again, we try to patch up it. Then it's going good. And finally, universe is like, no, you cannot go like this. You're doing the same old patterns, and it is not helping you in your growth. It's not aligned, you're not aligned with your heart. Even though you're patching the boat, and even though you're living in discomfort, you're like, okay, this is my life. This is my life. My life is painful. I have to go through this. This is life, Maybe the toxic people around us are telling us that this is how we have to live life. We have to compromise, sacrifice, nothing for us, always giving to others, not receiving anything back. This has been told to us. And we are like, yeah, I have to do that. I have to do that, right? The illusion we are in. And finally, universe is like, no, you cannot leave. You're not here to live like this. So what the universe does is sinks your boat. So you have to get up and go out of that boat. And then you will see that the other boat was always there for you. That's what it is. And you will be celebrating this thing. Whatever in your life is falling apart. Right now, maybe you're not So, maybe you're telling, you're right now listening to this message and you're like, what are you saying? This is so hard. My life has fallen apart. What are you saying, right? That's why you cannot see this, right? Later you will see that how good this disruption was. This led to love. This led for you to celebrate something about yourself, because I feel like you have been celebrating for other people. You were not celebrating yourself. And this disruption, the outcome of this disruption is love. Right now you're not seeing. So karmic releasing these old patterns. So that's what is happening in your life. So don't worry, guys. Have faith. You're safe. You're protected. Even in this disruption. This disruption is your biggest blessing. Go with the flow here, Aquamarine. You know what? Right now, if you are not clear, right now there is a little bit confusion, because for some of you, you are going through this tower moment, right? And you're like, I cannot see the good in it. Right now, you cannot see the good. I get it. And that's what your spirit guides are also pointing out, because you cannot see. That's the topic, right? What you cannot see. You cannot see the good in this thing. You cannot find the good. This is something that you have been cultivating in your life for years. This marriage, this job, or maybe something. But it was toxic. Repeated patterns, not receiving enough. But you are like settling in for that. Settling in for less. Because of the self-worth you have. You were living in ignorance. And as this is falling apart, there is this awakening happening in you. In the near future, you will see why this thing happened. You will be very clear. And you will be like, yeah, good, this happened. Now I know there is so much to me. Now I understand that I can have an abundant life. I was not seeing, because I was in these four walls. And I was told to not peep. So I didn't peep at all. I was staying in these four walls thinking that this is life, when I was not even getting what I was giving. And I thought that's all I can have. Now our universe is like putting you out of that four walls. This is a new land. And you're looking at, like when we go to a big place, it's like a person who is seeing a palace for the first time, and they're like, oh my God, this kind of building is also there. Oh my God, the lamp was so big. Oh my God, I never thought that it existed. Right? That's the thing. Like a person who is staying in village and they are not used to the electronic equipments, and something happens, they have to go to city, and they're seeing all the equipments, and life can be so easy. It's like that energy, that life is so easy here. And I was staying there thinking that life is meant to be like this only. It's like a job where you have to do the hard work, and you have been told that hard work will only give the money. You have to work for like 12 to 13, 14, 15 hours a day, when you can just work for 5 hours and make the twice money. You were not given that information, and you were there stuck in that limited belief, right? In that four walls. And people were also like that, using you to their advantage. And now it has fallen apart. Now this is a whole new world for you guys, that you're going to see for sure. You will understand this thing. It is going to bring so much of balance, guys. Here, your spirit guides are telling you to trust them right now. Yeah, look again, the wisdom, the knowledge. Sometimes ignorance, I feel like ignorance is sometimes the worst thing to happen, right? Sometimes it can be a bliss. Ignorance is bliss. People talk about that. But I feel like for you guys, you will be like, oh my God, I was so ignorant. I didn't know that. I didn't know that this world existed. I was in these four walls thinking that I have to suffer, I have to sacrifice, I have to compromise. I never thought this kind of world existed, right? This is a deep knowingness you're getting here. Again, the wisdom, the book. Again, because of our traditional values, we are in that four walls and think that we cannot step out of that four walls. Because we are staying in an environment where being given that daily, it's like a daily dose, right? Every day this has been told, you have to stay like this. Like when a girl child in India, mostly when girls are born, I don't know if it's happening now also, yeah, mostly girls are being taught to cook, clean, right? And we have been said that we are meant to do that, and so we feel like that we are meant to do that. It's like that for you guys. I don't know what the situation is like. You have been told that this is your life, when it's not. You can be someone else. You can have the things that you are dreaming, desiring. So you have thought that, oh, I cannot dream and desire of that because I have to do this anyways. So we are stuck in these four walls, and now the four walls are like gone. Now you have to step into another world. First it will be scary, but you don't have to worry, because you are being protected. Divine protection is there for you guys, and this wisdom is going to be your power. Knowledge is power, right? Yeah, knowledge is power, and you will understand that. So this thing, if you're not understanding right now, you will be understanding in the coming months that how this disruption was the best thing that happened to you guys. Look, you will be celebrating again. This alchemical wedding is also about celebrating life. You were not celebrating life, you were just living life. You were not enjoying yourself. You will just being there, doing the same old, and feeling like this is life. So here things are falling apart, and you will be so happy that this thing fall apart. You will be looking back and you're like, thank God, divine, you took this out of my life, because I knew that it was not for me. At that time you didn't know, but right then you're like, I didn't knew, but thank you for taking that thing away from me. Now I'm here celebrating life with the good people, right? With the correct people. So sometimes we just waste our energy on the wrong people. For some of you, if this is you are letting go of certain people in your life. People are going away your life. Don't worry. Good people, the best people, the supportive people are coming. For some of you, it can be like falling out of a relationship and then getting into a relationship that will be so peaceful, happy, blessed, and you will get married to this person. Maybe you have been in a relationship, long-term relationship, where you were not married, but this relationship was going. You were not getting the commitment you wanted. You tried. And then one day some shocking news came. This relationship fell apart, and you're like, why this relationship fell apart? I was like the boat, I was trying to bring the pieces together. I was forgiving this person. I was trying my best, because you thought that you cannot live without this person. It was just that illusion, right? Because you have been used to this person for so long. So you thought that without this person you cannot survive. But then you are being freed from this thing, this person. Then you are seeing the freedom in it. Then you are recognizing your own self-worth, how you compromised, how you gave your one part you gave, and you became someone else that you weren't. Now it's like you're restoring that. Yeah, here spirit guides are also telling you why you lost that charm of yours. Now that's what is coming back. Now there is celebration, there is togetherness. The correct people are supporting you, the right support after this disruption. Look, again, embrace this situation right now, guys. Embrace it. This disruption is the best thing that is happening for you guys right now. You're protected, you're safe right now. Like, embrace this thing, understand, accept this thing, because this is for your own good. That's what your spirit guides wants you to know today. Okay, that's the message, because amazing things are on the way, positive things. You are going through a karmic release. You're ending the round and round patterns that has been happening in your life. So the people who are not good for you are going to go away. The situation that are not good for you are going to go away. Even though it's not good, sometimes we hold on to it because of our attachment towards it. Let go of that attachment. And I feel like as this, as you're going through this disruption, you will be understanding more about yourself. You will be finding the lost part of you, the charm. Okay. And so right now, accept this, embrace this, because there is a huge celebration on the way for you guys. That's what you're not seeing right now. Okay, so that's the beautiful message for group number 1. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. Hope it helped you today. Hope this reading helped you today in some ways. I just pray for that. So in the description box I have my Instagram page link, and the decks that I am using in this reading will also be listed. So take care guys, bye bye. Hello group number 2. If you have chosen the lapis lazuli with Guya Kali, let's see what your spirit guides wants you to see. Okay, so we have the lapis lazuli and we have the blue color as well. So with this blue, your throat chakra is opening. I can see that it's opening. So the communication from spirit is going to be very, very clear. That's what your spirit guides wants you to see right now. Your intuition is going to be on point. The truth is going to be revealed to you guys. Okay. So the truth might be uncomfortable. Sometimes the truth is bitter. Okay. You're getting, you're receiving. So an answer to your question you might receive intuitively, but at the same time there is a tendency for you guys to reject it because it might be a little uncomfortable for you guys. So here Guya Kali is telling you, she is providing you with the answer. Your spirit guides are telling you that they are providing you with the answer. So don't be very fast to reject that message. Take your time, feel it, and you will know it. That's the truth. So here, that's what they want you to see. Don't reject your intuition. This is the answer to your question. So sometimes the truth is not easy to accept, but that's what they are giving you right now. So far, sometimes the truth can be disruptive. Sorry. Yeah, sometimes it can shock you. Sometimes it can shake you. But it's for your own good. Okay. So it can, sometimes it doesn't feel like a blessing, but it is a blessing in disguise. So trust your intuition. That's the message here. We have the yellowing. Again, I feel like your upper 3 chakras and the solar plexus chakra is very much open here. Again, the gut, you can feel it in your gut when you receive this answer. It will feel like that is your answer, but at the same time, your mind will be like, oh no, this is not true. This is not my intuition. Because sometimes truths are bitter. Sometimes it can be about ourselves, our own habits. Sometimes it can be other people's habits. Sometimes we see that deception of other people, it's coming. So it's very hard to accept when it's our loved ones. For some of you, this can be regarding your past wounds. And if it is our parents, sometimes we have problem accepting it, right? Yeah, so take your time whenever you receive the answer. Connect with yourself and you will know that this is the correct guidance for you guys at this time. Trust it, move forward with it. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm seriously feeling here very strongly for you guys. Yeah, it can be like it will, sometimes this revelation, some sort of answers are coming, some sort of truth has been revealed, and it can take us to a breaking point here, because sometimes the truth are harder, right? It's bitter, but at that time accept that truth, because you cannot live in this lie forever. So sometimes we need to get out of that illusion, get out of that lie and see the truth as it is, so we can have a good life in the future, right? We don't have to live this lie again and again and again. So this is coming for you guys. Trust it. With this allowing, you're moving to a new chapter of your life where this faulty things are not there anymore, where only truth is there. So yeah, that's the message. So trust your gut feeling. That's what I am getting here. Yeah. But again, you're getting your intuition clearly. You're seeing the truth very, very clearly. But are you ready to make this transition? Because this truth is going to be hard For some of you, are you ready? It's up to you guys. That is also spirit guides are telling you. They will show you it very, very clearly. They are going to give you the divine guidance. They are going to show that this is your illusion, this is the truth. They are going to show you very, very clearly. But are you ready to get into this next chapter? Are you ready to leave that thing behind? Are you ready? This is up to you, okay? Are you confident enough to go for it? What do you want, right? Sometimes because we are so used to lie to ourselves that this is not possible for me, this cannot happen for me, so we get stuck there. Are you going to be stuck there? Are you ready for the next chapter? That's the question from your spirit guides. How you will respond to it. You're getting the intuitive knowledge, you're getting the knowledge, you're getting the wisdom. Are you ready to accept it? How are you going to respond to it? It's up to you guys. It's your choice. Okay? So that's also your spirit guides wants you to know, because we all have free will. So this truth is going to set you free in many ways. But are you ready to take that leap of faith? Are you ready to get into this next cycle? Are you ready to accept this truth and go for it? Are you ready to trust your intuition? That's the message here. Then we have Celestite. Okay, anyways. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Anyways, so here again, this crystal is telling you that you are very, very connected to the angelic realms. You're connected to your spirit guides, and yes, your intuition is very, very strong. It's the truth that you're listening. It's not the false. So don't discard your intuition, because there is a high chance that you will not see it and you will be like, no, this is not the truth. This is not the truth. Sometimes we don't accept it because we don't want to hear that thing, and the truth is exactly what we don't want to hear because it's bitter, right? And so we sometimes don't trust our intuition. We're like, no, this is not the message from my angels. I don't feel like it. We make up assumptions because we don't want to see the truth. Don't do that. Don't do that, because this thing that is uncomfortable, that is the truth. Trust. You will know it. One part you will be very sure that this is the thing, but at the same time your mind will try to tell, no, this is not the truth. I cannot, I just can't leave this thing. Yeah. So trust your angels here. Okay. We have success, Ace of Swords, yeah, obstacles and challenges. And yes, again, you need to walk away from this thing. What you need to walk away from this thing with this because this is the 5 of Swords energy. And if you look at the tarot card, 5 of Swords is like two people are fighting, and one is winning, one has won the argument, one has been defeated, but at the same time both the people have not won. Both of them have failed in some way, right? So like that. So here again, there is a chance for you guys to get out of this thing. Your intuition will be very clear. Are you ready to leave this situation? Yeah, for some of you, this is regarding a situation, a person. The truth is going to be very clear to you guys. And you will understand that how this person or the situation is causing you unwanted obstacles and challenges. How this person is manipulating you. You will get that answer very, very clearly. But this can be a person who is near and dear to you guys. You love this person, right? So this is a bitter truth that you're seeing. Are you ready to leave this thing? Are you ready to leave this situation, this person? Are you going to go to a fruitful future? Because the future that you have is very fruitful. But are you going to be here, stuck in this thing? Or are you going to leave? It's up to you. Because when you leave, you will get that clarity, that success that you want. But sometimes we don't accept the truth. Sometimes even though we see the truth, we don't accept it. We are ready to be in the illusion. We are like, okay, the illusion is better than the truth, so we are going to be in the illusion, right? Sometimes we feel like it's good to be in the, they say now ignorance is a bliss. So I sometimes we say, so I just want to be the ignorant. Sometimes we do that because we are so much in this trap, like we have to be in this relationship, or we have to be in this situation, that I love this person so much I cannot live without this person. But maybe that is the illusion that we have, that we cannot survive with this person. Maybe we'll do so much better when we are letting go of this thing, right? So are you ready for this next chapter? That's what you're not seeing. That's what your spirit guides are telling you. I feel like for some of you, intuitively, you have received this message time and time and again, but you haven't accepted it yet. There is this truth in you that, yeah, sometimes for some of you, it's like, it's time to leave this place. I'm holding on to this place. It's time to move. But at the same time, you are like, no, no, I cannot move to this village area. There is no chances. Sometimes we stop ourselves, even though we are in a place that we are not happy at all. Right? So even though we are in a place where there are a lot of obstacles and challenges, we are like, we have to face these obstacles and challenges. And we are also we are not ready to accept our intuition. That's the first mistake you're making. That's what your spirit guides are telling you to see right now. The mistake that you're making is to not listen to your intuition, because your intuition is wide and clear. It's very, very clear, guys, with the celestite. I'm seeing it. It's very, very clear. Again, the solar plexus chakra. You can feel it. You can feel it in your gut that this is not right. Maybe it's a place that you're staying. You feel like it's in your gut that it's not right. Maybe a relationship you're feeling it's not right. Maybe a career, you feel it. You feel it. You feel it. But you're not taking action. You're not releasing it. What you're not releasing, guys. This is the time to release and move forward, because with this Ace of Swords, this will be your first step to success. Yeah. Again, we have the release and courage. Yeah, it is going to take a lot of courage from your part. Definitely. As I told, this message that you will be receiving, or you have already received, it's very tough to digest this message, because yeah, this is an intuitive knowing that you will be having. This is the message from your spirit guides. Very loud and very, very clear. You know it. But are you ready to release? Are you ready to get into your courage? Are you ready to take action? Or are you going to stay in fear? Are you ready to stay in this illusion? Or are you ready to accept the truth? Again, the blessing hand here. She is going to bless you. Guhya Kali is going to bless you. When you take that leap of faith, when you release that thing and come into your courage and move forward, because you can do it. You will be supported. The support is what you're not seeing, because you feel like you have to do it by yourself. No, you don't have to do it by yourself. All you need to have to make up your mind and listen to this truth and understand that, yeah, this is for me. Let me take that first step. And rest as you take, you will be given that courage. You will be supported, guys. You are not here to do this alone. That's what your spirit guides are telling you to see. You are ready for this next chapter, but it's in your hands right now. Are you ready to release and come into your courage and take that next step? Are you ready to leave this situation? A toxic situation, a toxic environment that you know it, that is not good for you. Something you know dearly. For some of you, you know it right now. You're not accepting it. You're not taking action here. That's what your spirit guides are telling you to see, that there is so much good that will come when you leave this thing. When you release this thing. It can be some situation that is in your mind. You're not letting it go. Maybe it's time to cry and release it and step in your power. You're being given the guidance very clearly, guys. Accept it. That's what the message is for group number 2. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. In the description box, I have my Instagram page link. If you want to follow me there, go ahead and give it a follow. And the X I used will also be listed. So take care, guys. Bye-bye. Group number 3, if you have chosen this amethyst crystal and Gauri Devi, let's see what your spirit guides wants you to see. Okay, so I'm going to start with a story for you guys. Okay, so there was a sage, and when he visited a village, there was a snake that was biting all the villagers. So the sage turned to the snake and thought him compassion, right? And then he left. This snake didn't bite any villagers again. Okay. Then one day when he returned, he saw that the boys were beating the snake. So the sage turned to the snake and told the snake that, I told you to be compassionate. That doesn't mean that you should stop hissing, right? So yeah, so that's the story here. So it's like naughty and nice type of energy. Yes, you are a nice person, but sometimes you got to be that fierce. That fierceness sometimes should come out. Yeah, that's what the message is. When we need to set the boundaries, we got to set it. Let that fierceness come out. You cannot be that kind-hearted person all the time, sacrificing for other people. You need to see that for yourself. Okay, so it's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to stand up and build that boundaries. If someone is constantly troubling you, it's time to get up and show that fierce side and firmly tell them, like, no, I cannot do this anymore. Or for others, if you have been in this energy of fierceness, this is a wake-up call for you guys to soften a bit. Show that compassion. You don't have to hiss all the time, right? So that's what the message is. That's what you're not seeing. It's okay to be fierce sometimes, and it's when you need to be fierce, guys. When someone is coming and taking your coming into your boundary and playing at that time, you don't have to be forgiving all the time, right? You can stand up and share that. Maybe you can show that anger as well. It's okay. Maybe for some of you, stopping yourself from showing that anger because you have been told that anger is not a good emotion, right? But is it? Sometimes the anger needs to come out. Otherwise, you will suppress that anger, and then it's going to burst out at an unexpected situation when we don't need that, right? So are you suppressing your anger in any way? Right? Are you? Is there a person who you are forgiving again and again and again, and this person is just not, that person is taking granted? Maybe they're taking, you're very soft to this person and they always do the same old. Maybe this is the time to bring that fierceness in you and be warm and tell them that this is not acceptable. For others, if you have been showing a lot of aggression lately, lighten up, guys. Lighten up. There is nothing wrong with lightening up. Okay, so yeah, when we need to show the fierceness, show it. When we need to show our soft side, show it. So if there is an imbalance right now, your spirit guides wants you to see that you need to balance those both things, like a naughty and nice thing. When you need to be nice. Set your boundaries. Okay, set your boundaries firmly. Don't allow anyone to get into your boundaries. You have certain boundaries. You have certain things that you want to have, and don't let anyone get into it, even if it's your kids, right? Sometimes that's what happens when we are mothers. We allow our kids to cross the boundary again and again and again, and yeah, because we are told that we cannot do it. We are told that we have to always, yes, you can be compassionate, you can be soft, but when all the time, if you're compassionate, maybe the kid will lack discipline. Sometimes you need to be a little fierce. That doesn't mean that you have to shout, that's not what I'm saying here, but you need to have that boundary firmly and kindly say what needs to be done. Okay, you need to accept those two sides. Okay, balance those two sides of you. Okay, like the snake, it's okay to hiss when someone is endangering you, right? When someone is getting on top of you, it's time to hiss. It's time to say back. And I'm getting, I just don't know. I'm just getting the movie Thappad, right? It's an Indian movie. Maybe some of you are not familiar. In that one, there was a servant whose husband used to beat her so much. And she used to suffer, but at the end, she just gave him this slap back, and then he got afraid, right? So it's like that energy. Sometimes you need to stand up for yourself. You need to show that aggression. Even though you're not an aggressive person, you got to do it. You got to stand up for yourself. Or for some of you, it's like you need to fiercely go and chase your dreams. Don't be like, I cannot do it. No, go ahead. Maybe for some of you, because of your dream, because of your family, you're not chasing your dreams anymore. Because you're so compassionate. Oh, I have to take care of my kids. I cannot leave them. Sometimes we stop chasing a dream. You can have both. You can balance both. Maybe that's what you're not seeing about yourself, that you can do it. Okay, that's what Gauri Devi is telling you. That's what your spirit guides are wanting to tell you. So we have ash. Again, the ash, when the fire goes, the ash, right? So sometimes some things you need to be like ash. You don't have to focus too much on that, right? So don't focus too much on those kinds of things that trouble us. Like the ash, let it go, because in the air it will go, right? The smoke will go, the ashes will be, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It will just travel, like the ash will go, right? When we, when we burn something, we can, whew, like we can do that. What I'm saying, like, yeah, and it will just go, it will just fly in the air, right? You don't be light like that. You don't have to focus too much on the past memories like that. Maybe for some of you are focusing too much on the past failures. Let it go, be light towards it. Only focus on the good memories right now. Focus on what you have done, how much you have accomplished in your life. No, don't too much focus on the things that you haven't accomplished, or maybe for some of you this is like you have been hard on someone, some of your loved ones, so you're focusing too much on that. You're like, why I did that, let it be. It's okay, you did it, it's okay, you cannot change it right now. Like the ash, it's light, right? So just be light. Don't let this past things bother you anymore. Forgive yourself, forgive others right now. That is what I'm getting here, okay? And here also one message is, you are someone, okay, as I told, maybe for some of you, your aggressive side, like the naughty side, is like the badass side is up. So this is the time to show compassion to the people who are going through a loss, okay? Be there for them, okay? And if you haven't been there for them, maybe for some of you, you haven't been there for some of your loved ones at that time when they needed it, it's okay. Don't feel guilty towards it. Don't feel like, oh, I have done a grave mistake, why I was not there. It's okay. Now you can be there for them. Now you can go and talk. It's okay, okay? Now you can hug them. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Don't focus too much on the past mistakes. Be like ash, just float free, light. That's the message here, okay? That's what your spirit guides wants you to see, that you don't have to be so hard on yourself or anyone else. Be balance those energy and light right now. Float free, right? That's what I'm getting here, okay? Yeah. Because this forgiveness that you need, maybe for some of you, you haven't forgiven someone, you're holding that in you, and when we hold that thing, it's not good, right? Slowly but surely your spirit guides are telling you, you will forgive them, or you will forgive yourself. Right now, just take it lightly, okay? That's what it is. Then we have the diamond. Again, the diamond, it is when the pressure happens, that's when this beautiful diamond comes. And yes, you don't see that you work so much good in pressure, guys. You are priceless, okay? Even though maybe you have been tough on other people, it's okay. You have done a good job. I feel like your spirit guides are telling you, don't feel guilty. Yeah, for some of you, as I told you, had this badass character. For sometimes we are not so compassionate to our loved ones, and right now you're like, oh, I haven't been compassionate, I have been so angry, I have been shouting. Maybe at my kids I have not been so compassionate. So maybe you're regretting or something, you're feeling guilty. Settle down, okay? You have realized it now. Don't be so hard on yourself, forgive yourself, okay? Go and hug your kids. If you have been a little bit too hard on them right now, just go and hug, kiss them. That's it. You don't have to put so much pressure on you, because what you're doing now, not everyone can do. You're doing amazing. That's what your spirit guides are telling you. Why are you so hard on yourself? Yes, you became that badass because sometimes it's needed, right? Sometimes you have to set those boundaries. So lately, maybe for some of you, I see that that's the issue here, that you're regretting something, that you shouted on someone, or you said something bad and you're regretting. So just right now, so don't take all this pressure. You don't need right now. Like the ash, be light, okay? Let it be light. Don't focus too much on these past things. Forgive yourself right now. This is the message from your spirit guides. They want you to see that. They're telling you to forgive yourself. And if you have been so hard on someone, go ahead and give them a kiss, hug them, and tell them they love you. You haven't done any damage. Maybe for some of you are like, oh God, I shouted on my kids and all. Maybe I have given a lot of damage, trauma. Don't think too much right now, okay? Maybe for some of you, you actually need to hear this. So don't be so don't put so much pressure on you guys. I feel like somehow somewhere you're putting a lot of pressure on you. You try to be so compassionate, but sometimes this fierceness comes out, that anger comes out, and you're doing so much, and it's okay sometimes when it comes out. So don't be so hard on yourself. Rather, find a solution on how to manage that if you're dealing with the anger and all. Yeah. Or for some of you, it's like you're not having that much boundaries lately, and you feel like people are stepping on you. It's time, maybe, and because of it you feel very, very pressured. So it's time to find a way where you can set up boundaries in a compassionate manner. Sometimes compassion will not work out when we start when we are trying to build that boundary. We got to be firm. We got to be like, yes, you cannot do it. You got to be blunt. So it's okay if you're blunt. Maybe because when you're blunt, when you say it directly, you have this feeling that you said something bad. You don't want to hurt other people. It's okay. You got to do it, and it's okay. That's what your spirit guides wants you to see. Okay, and you're a beautiful gem. You're unique, guys. Group number 3, you're very unique. So just balance these two things. Find ways how you can release your anger. Whenever you're getting a lot of anger and you're seeing yourself shouting, maybe step from that situation. If a room bothers you, if your kid's room bothers you, maybe it's dirty, step out from there. Don't go there. That's better, and tell them in a mind, please clean your room. Yeah. That's all you can do right now. Don't put too much pressure, don't, because it's not good. The stress is also not good right now. Okay, so deal with it. Like, find solutions. Ask yourself, and you shall, for your problems you shall get the solution. But don't be too fierce, or don't be too compassionate. There should be a middle path here. Okay, that's what the message is here. Fulfillment of wishes. We have, wow, 9 of Cups. We have choose wisely, and we have patience. Okay, so we have fulfillment, 9 of Cups. Okay, so what are you wishing for? Choose wisely. Okay, because there is a high chance whatever you're wishing for, it's going to come true. Yeah, so what are you wishing for? So don't wish something that you might regret. So sometimes we are like, oh, let me just get out of this situation. Maybe that's not what you want actually. So be very clear with your wishes. Think, do you need these wishes? Choose your wishes very wisely, and be patient, because all the wishes that you want are coming. I can see that it's coming here. So wish wisely, guys. Yeah, wisely, and balance. Again, patience, temperance, balance is very necessary. The two sides, the naughty and the nice side you have, balance it well. It should come out at the correct time. When you need to be fierce, let it be. Okay, when you need to be compassionate, let it be. So don't be compassionate all the time, and don't be fearful all the time. Right? So there should be a balance here. And yeah, so maybe for some of you, with this fulfillment of wishes and choose wisely, I'm even getting like you have certain wish. For some of you, you're going fiercely towards it. You're not stopping it at all. And for others, it's like you're not even like, it will come. You might not be taking that much action. So there should be balance between action and relaxation. There should be that balance. That's what your spirit team is telling you, because whatever you're wishing for, you are in this flow state. I feel like group number 3, they're telling you, your spirit guides wants you to see that you are in this flow state. Whatever decisions you're making, just trust your gut feeling and then make the decision. Whenever you have a specific wish, think think further, like in the future, will I like this wish, and then only wish, because you are in this gateway where your wishes can come true. Your powerful manifestors. That is also something I'm seeing here. Because I had I really wished for something, and it came true, but in a way that affected my health, and that was not something I wanted. So wish wisely. Okay. Yeah, so there was some guests coming, and I didn't want to cook and all, and I just, oh my god, I don't want to cook and all. So I got sick, and I didn't have to cook, but you know. It affected my health, and that's not what I wanted. So I have to be honest, you know. It's not something, sometimes we go to wish wisely. Like we can wish like, oh, let them come, everything will be in flow, they will help me, like that kind of wishes. Don't wish that. Yeah, sometimes there is a high chance you might regret it. So wish wisely, guys. That's very much important here. I feel like that. Okay. So the final message is diligence. Look, this bird is moving upward and they can see the whole field. So they have this bigger picture right now. So for you guys also, again, the birds are flying high, right? And they can see which direction they have to go, what wishes they have to choose, how they have to react in a specific situation. You have that power in you, okay? You can see the bigger picture. Not everyone can see what you're seeing here. That's what your spirit guides are telling you. The knowledge that you have, not everyone has that knowledge. So you know what's best for you and take action accordingly. You know when you need to be fierce. You know when you need to be soft. You know it actually. You know it. That's what I'm getting here. But at the same time, sometimes you get too soft, or sometimes you get too hard, and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't be. And whenever you're confronting yourself, right, oh, I shouldn't be that hard, do that. Okay. Sometimes I feel like there is this, when you're fierce, you don't know how to stop yourself, and you burst out. And the moment you burst out, you regret. So don't go there. You need to have some self-control there. Or for some of you, if you're very much not, you know that you have to put this boundary here, but you don't. You're like, no, I cannot. You just stop talking at that time. You know you shouldn't do that, but at the same time you do. And then you're like, oh God, why I'm doing that? Don't regret. Make that decision at that time. You can see the whole picture very, very clearly here. Your spirit guides are telling you, you know what's best for you. Yeah, you know what's best for you. So choose wisely because you know what wishes will make you happy actually. Just ask your inner self, guys. You will know what wishes you want, what direction you want to go. The more you pray, the more you will get that direction as well. So if you're feeling a little lost, just trust your gut, trust your inner being, trust your inner self, and just go for it, guys. Go the path that has been shown to you guys. For some of you, there is an idea that you are wanting to make it happen. For some of you, you're like in this fierce energy, trying too many things at the same time. You don't have to do that. Four or five things at the same time. No, only one thing. For some of you, you're like, I'll wait for the good idea, perfect idea. I'll perfect my skill, and then only I'll take action. Don't be like that as well. So whenever you're getting an idea, take action with hope. At the same time, relax as well. This two, you need to balance these two sides of you. That's what your spirit guides wants you to see, right? So, and while you're wishing something, wish wisely. That's very important here, because your wishes might come true and later you might not be so happy with how it turned out. So if you don't want to cook, be like, everything will align in the way. I'll get help, support. So pray like that, right? Don't pray like in a way, let them don't come, like don't be like that, okay? Because I learned that lesson, and so I'm just saying it, and yeah, I'm just calling myself out. Okay, so that's the message here for group number 3. Yeah, that's all I have. I hope it made sense. Again, one more thing I have to say this. We have the number 43. And it reduces to number 7, and we have 2 7s. So this is you will be learning something in the near future, or maybe for some of you, you are getting a bigger picture on how to balance these two energies that you have. Okay, this fierce and this compassionate. If for some of you, one is on the top, other is low, right? So there is a message that you will be receiving very soon, where you will be able to balance these two energies. Okay, And you know what, one more thing I'm feeling like this is the best. Your energies are awesome. Like these two sides you have, this is awesome. This is awesome. You're not seeing it. So for some of you, like, why I'm like this? No, you're awesome. Your gifts are awesome. Be proud of yourself. You for some of you have clairvoyance as well. You can see so much. Not, as I told you, have this vision that not everyone can see. You know what's best for you, so take action accordingly, okay? And choose wisely. I have to say again, choose wisely. Choose your wishes wisely, because maybe your wishes will come true, and then you'll like, oh, I didn't want that way. So be very, very clear with the wishes, okay? Yeah, that's all I have for group number 3. Hope it made sense. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Oh, one more thing, don't make choices by doing rock paper scissors. Are you someone who does go make a decision using rock paper scissors? If that is the case, don't do that, okay? Don't use rock paper scissors. Or in Hindi also there are a lot of akkad bakkad and all. There is something like that where when we want to make a decision, sometimes I don't know why I'm getting that. That's a very specific message. If you are someone who makes decision based on these things, stop doing it. Don't make decision based on these things. Trust your inner self. Meditate for some time and then only make a decision. If you are making some decision, okay? That also your spirit guides wants you to see right now. Don't go with this rock paper scissors decision. Don't make decision based on that, okay? I don't know, very specific information here, because you have a clear picture. Your heart knows what's best for you. You can see it. So don't go with that rock paper scissors and all. Yeah, that's all. Your spirit guides wants you to see group number 3. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. In the description box, I have my Instagram page link. If you want to follow me there, go ahead and give it a follow. In the text that I used will also be listed. So take care, guys. Bye bye.